Hello. Guys, today we're doing the stream with Cicatriz TV Show and the Breathless. So we've got the last episode, and I think that episode 8 of Cicatriz, the scar is like the English for cicatrice. This last episode actually just saved me because I didn't get a single TV show that I'd like to use in my stream. So I'm so glad that something really good came out. And if you still like wanna watch Cicatriz, it's actually available, and last episode just came out like a couple of days ago. What I really like about Cicatriz, I don't know how to pronounce it, like Cicatriz or Cicatriz, but it doesn't really matter. Let's call it scar because it's like more suitable, So the scar series is actually written. It's like written by screenwriters from La Casa de Papel and Money Heist, and you probably know that those screenwriters, those guys, they actually invested a lot of in that TV show Money Heist. So that TV show got 5 more seasons, and it was a really successful project. And I think that after that success from Money Heist, they didn't really do anything that big, I didn't hear anything from those creators. Probably I missed something, but this time, this TV show specifically just, caught my attention because I knew that there wasn't gonna be any lesbian couple till last episode, because I literally watched all the episodes the day it comes out because I didn't want to miss anything. So I didn't skip any episode, and it was actually a surprise kind of to get a lesbian couple that is supposed to be kind of the main focus of episode 8. That was a surprise to get them so late because we didn't see any signs of those women, and it's kind of unpredictable. I don't know. So what we know so far, that one of those women, she's a sister of the main character of the show Cicatriz, the scar. and two sisters, they were actually involved in kind of tragedy because their parents were killed when they were like, kids, and they still have that memories, bad event, and Irina is the main character, played by Serbian actress. What's interesting really is that the main character Irina, she is actually Ukrainian, but played by Serbian actress. So it's like, languages pretty similar, but they're not the same. And the most important part is that TV show itself in Spanish and Russian languages, and we can really recognize like that accent of Serbian. When she speaks Russian, we can hear the accent because it's not like her native language, but she pretty good at speaking it. But it's my native language, and I really recognize any accent when someone speaks Russian. So I don't know if they did it like on purpose. I don't know why they didn't hire someone who really speaks like perfectly, like fluently, But again, it's like a little notice. It doesn't really make anything like, with how good this TV show is, or with how good actresses, how good they are, So this is like Irina's sister, and they got separated after their parents got killed, and they didn't actually see each other since that event happened. So like 15 more years ago, their parents were killed in that tragedy, and that shit happened. Actually, that was brutal because those people just got chopped. They got torn apart like brutally, and it was like episode 1, if I remember correctly, that tragedy happened. So you probably think like, when you watch something like this TV show, you might think that it's only about that murdering and all the consequences, and nothing related to like lesbians from episode 8. And I thought really like that because there was really no sign of anything like, related to her sister being a lesbian, and that was a really it just came out of nowhere. So we actually we made it to last episode with no awareness of what really of what really was going on with her sister, because all the storyline focused on the main character Irina. But the last episode explains everything related to her sister, and her sister is actually a really good character, like really well written character, who played, by the way, by Ukrainian actress, not Serbian. And we know that producers, they actually brought a lot of Serbian actors in La Casa de Papel money heist. A lot of Serbians involved in those seasons, so they know that there is no reason to hire like native Ukrainian speaker or like Russian, because we have those Serbian actors. We can just replace them and make it easier. I think it's like about something like you already know that it works, so why just try something new if we have already something that is really working pretty well with Serbian actress. But her sister actually a native Ukrainian who was born in Ukraine, and her name is Oksana. She actually like really talented actress, and we got a lot of in last episode to witness how good she is at acting, because not only like because she was lesbian and so on, but the last scene, all this stuff she played actually was just amazing. The level of her acting was pretty like high. I don't know how to explain it, but you gotta just watch it if you have like some time to spend. You can find 8 episodes of Cicatriz, the Scar Spanish TV show. It doesn't really have any subtitles. It doesn't have English translation, so there is no way you can get them as of yet, because I didn't find any. But it's not even about listening and understanding like all the words Spanish. It's more about body language and all the actions, all the it's about everything, not only about like words. So I don't understand Spanish like at all, but it didn't really spoil my experience with this TV show, because partially because I really understand Russian, and so it was like it was made like 50-50 or 70-30, like where 70 is Spanish and 30 is Russian language. So it's like 2 languages just in one TV show, and you might understand Spanish and that would be enough. But I only understood all the dialogues in Russian, so I like, I knew what really happened, and I'm just so glad that this TV show really turns out to be really good, because it was kind of boring till episode 5 probably, but after episode 5, it got some pace, and all the actions, they actually getting more intense. And it turns out that the main character, Irina, she was way more interesting that I thought she was when it just came out, So that means, with that being said, always give a shot to something that you thought would not be interesting even in the slightest, Always give a shot something, or give a second chance to any of the projects. Like, if you try not to find something you like, if you're trying to find something for content creation, you should be giving a shot to every project, because there could be potentially something you're looking for, but you don't know yet that it's gonna be there. Because with this Scar TV show, we can see that producers, they actually made it in last episode, and with no signs before that last episode, So the other TV show, you actually know that Breathless, Respira, it's not like the latest. It's obviously it's recent TV show, but it's not the latest one, because it's been more than it's been more than 1 month since this one came out. So we don't have any confirmations of part 2, or we don't have any confirmations, but it's kind of obvious that it's gonna get season 2, because we've got a huge cliffhanger in last episode, when someone just hit this woman, and she got hit with the knife or whatever, I don't know. So she got hit, and it's still unknown, who did that. So there is pretty sure that they're gonna make season 2, because it would be making no sense to make something like a huge cliffhanger and then just abandon your project like after this, But I know that a lot of TV shows, they actually got abandoned on the really interesting point, when there was actually something to produce. Producers decided just to not get any further, and they just stopped making it. So the same thing with the Scar, or just Scar TV show, Cicatriz. It got a huge cliffhanger, and that was actually when Irina, the main character, she met her sister first time since their parents got killed, and this was actually very emotional moment because her sister didn't even recognize her, you know. And after she did recognize, they actually just burst in tears, you know, and that was very emotional. And it's pretty much telling us that we're gonna get a next season, you know, anytime soon. I don't know, but I'm so excited for next season to come out because this TV show turns out to be my favorite from September, obviously, and probably from like last 3 months, you know. So this is why I made this video, and it's already available on my channel. I don't know if it's ever gonna be deleted or blocked, or if I ever decide to delete it for a reason, you know. But it's already there. You can just watch the latest video on my channel. It's called Cicatriz and Respira, Breathless, Scar and Breathless. So there is just one scene from Breathless and one scene from the Scar, and we remember exactly who were there. Instead of these lesbians, there were two gays, two boys. Like, you know, I prefer call them boys because I don't know, like, you know, if I call them like men, it's kind of it sounds boring because I don't know. So like gays in general, and they were replaced by these lesbians. So we made the same scene with this couple, but we replaced that gay couple with lesbian couple. So it's like the same scene but with other couple, and it's actually, I don't know how good it is because I've got limited time for making it, because the whole week, like last week and the week before it, I didn't get any content. I didn't get any interesting TV show. But when this Scar last episode came out, it was like a couple of days ago, I immediately started to looking for something I can pair it with, like, you know, some TV shows similar, or some TV shows that could be put with, you know. So I found that Breathless is just it wasn't really something that I liked the most. The TV show itself was good, but I don't think that I like it really so much like I do with the Scar TV show. But still, it has pretty good moments. It has pretty dramatic moments, and I think that the producers of Breathless, Respira, they actually, the same people who made Elite, you know, the same producers, and it feels like two projects were made by the same people, because the main focus of Elite TV show always was a gay couple, since like first season we can actually see that it was always the main focus of the project. And the Breathless, it got the same gay couple, not the same gay couple, but the same focus of the TV show. And I think this is partially because both projects, they have the same people behind them, so it feels like they actually trying to stick to that like main gay couple, and a lot of supportive like relationship, And one thing I wanna say about the Scar TV show is that it actually feels more like, it feels more for that audience who likes Money Heist or something, because the same producers, because the same style of screenwriting, it feels the same. It feels so similar to Money Heist. And even though we have totally different characters, we have totally different scripts, it's like two different projects, but it's still kind of similar, like, because the atmosphere, all the actions, they're taking place, so they're so slow paced, all the drama, just, it's not that intense, so you can actually find it boring because there is lack of intense actions, and it feels more like, something really is going on, but we don't really know, because everything just got explained in last episode. But before that last episode, everything just is so slow, and we didn't get a single good explanation of what really going on, because again, because that slow paced actions, and I don't know if it's on purpose to make that so slow, but it feels more like because the same people behind them, both projects got the same style of, the same style, the same vibe, the same atmosphere, the same similar scenes. Probably I didn't really compare a lot, but I still think that all the directors, all the producers, they have their own style, even though they're not probably trying to make it so obvious. They still have a lot of similar things in all their projects, and probably a lot of those things, they were not even made on purpose. The same thing with Breathless. We don't really know if if a gay couple was really the main focus, but it's just the way I feel. Like it's what I feel, that it was the main focus. And against the backdrop of all the actions, all the hospital thing, all the surgery, all the that medicine related, we constantly get something gay related. And there was even one lesbian couple, but we didn't really get them a lot, because they only were talking that they were lesbians, but we didn't really see any actions that was confirmed that they were actually lesbians, because we only know that from they talking about that, but we didn't know how much they really involved in that relationship, because we actually know that Breathless, in Breathless, those two women, they got a baby, adopt, and there was really adaptation of a baby. So that pretty much tells us that the relationship was pretty strong at some point, because if you adopt a baby, you 100% in relationship that is really strong relationship, and it means a lot for you, as a part of that relationship. So, and the last thing I wanna just mention, there was the main tragedy of last episode of Scar TV show, and this might be a huge spoiler, but I don't think that I can tell any spoilers, because we didn't even know those characters before, so it doesn't it doesn't seem like a spoiler, because we didn't even know them before. If we knew them before last episode, it would be a spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler. I don't think that it is. So after before two sisters met each other first time since that parents murdering, before that, this woman on the screen you can see right now, one of those is her sister, Irina's sister, and the other woman I don't wanna say who is exactly, you know, just one girl on the screen is got killed without any explanation. At some point we can see that she got killed, and I really recognize that that was her, because you know, that scene just, it was unconfirmed that that was her, but I think that it was her. And I don't really know why like she got killed, but I think that it might be something related to her girlfriend, because I think that there is something wrong with Irina's sister, and we can see that she actually tricked a lot of people to get to the point where she was in last episode. A lot of moments tell us that she's tricking people to get what she wants. And I think that she actually might be behind the murdering of her girlfriend, this woman, you know. I don't know what the reason. There should be the reason, but I don't know why they actually made it seem like she killed her, because we can notice how much they love each other, how much they contributed in their relationship, but at some point it feels like Irina's sister, she's more tricky person than Irina is, obviously, because Irina is so genuine person, and her character is really like she got a lot of drama in her past, and it didn't make her worse. It didn't make her a bad person. She's still so genuine and good character. I think that even though she wanna get her revenge on everyone who was behind that parents murdering, she's still so genuine, and we can feel actually like there is a huge difference between two sisters. Like the elder, this sister on the screen, she was represented as really bad person, and I think that was made on purpose to show the contrast, like, you know, between two sisters. The main character, Irina, is so genuine, so kind person, and on the other hand we have this woman who actually seems like to be really bad character. And if you still gonna watch the last episode, you will find out that she is that bad person because she did a lot of bad things. She did a lot of that she shouldn't have, you know. And we can only imagine what would be in like next season, because it's not even confirmed yet. But I think that since they met each other and they already, like, you know, reunited, I think season 2 is gonna be something where two sisters who reunited trying to really just revenge on every last person behind their parents murdering. I'm pretty sure that next season is gonna be something like two sisters reunited for revenge, and Irina, she's gonna find out how bad her sister is, because she didn't really know what her sister did after they got separated. They didn't even know anything about each other, and again, they didn't even recognize each other when they met after like 15 years or something. So with that being said, I think that we can still wait for confirmation, for the official confirmation for season 2. But I think it's like 90% it's gonna be like anytime soon, you know. So, and there is still a little room for this lesbian thing, and she got her storyline, and it was only one episode, so there is still a little room for bringing more storyline about her sister and explaining what really behind her actions, why she did a lot of bad things, why she killed some people, why she's so different, you know, and what really makes her acting like that. So this is the main thing I want to know, and this is the main part to explain in next season. So there is still a huge cliffhanger again in both TV shows, but I'm not really excited for Breathless, because it could turn out to be like something pretty similar to season 1, because it's still about a hospital. It's still about people getting surgery. It's still about like differences between government. It's still about how officials getting treated and how just casual regular people getting treated in the same clinic, in the same hospital, how different they get treated. And this is like a huge gap between like officials and just regular people. So I'm not so excited for next season because it could be just another season about like clinic overwhelming doctors trying to save regular people lives, but at the same time there could be like someone who is official, who is trying to get the best possible treatment in this country, you know. So this is why I'm not really excited for next season, because I still think that it's probably just not my type of TV shows, you know. And I prefer something like Scar, like this TV show, over something like Breathless Respira. So they both in Spanish, but we don't have subtitles or official translation for the Scar TV show. And when we got translation for Cicatriz, the Scar TV show, I can really just rewatch it and I can understand more things. I can just really see the whole thing because there would be more explained, you know, with translation or subtitles. So see you later, guys. This is the last thing I want to mention about the both TV shows, that they both Spanish projects, but I prefer more like Cicatriz Scar TV show, obviously because it's like more probably it's more simple for me, you know, partially because it's in Russian and I don't understand the other part that is in Spanish, but I do understand Russian, so it makes easier for me to watch it because it's my native language, so I can really understand a lot, you know. Even though I don't understand Spanish part, all the actions, they're pretty easy to understand because, again, it's more about body language. It's more about all the consequences, all the actions, and how people trying to, you know, move on from where they were in the past, and how they still got a revenge on things, how they still got a revenge on things happened in their childhood, you know. So this is pretty much everything about both TV shows. I don't know if this was any interesting for you, but I think I tried to make it more interesting because from what I've got, this is the most important content for me as a creator, because this is like this is what I really prefer to be on my channel. So I'm looking for something like this, something similar to the Cicatriz TV show, and I hope that we get something really soon. See you later, guys. When we got something really good, I will go live, and I'm so appreciate if you still, if still get that notifications, because it's so important to keep people entertained. And when you get notifications, I would really appreciate you, because you will not miss anything, and I will try to bring more interesting content, so thank you for everything. See you later next week, probably.